Habit 1, Memento Mori. Use the inevitability of death as motivation. It's not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste loads of it. Life is long enough if you know how to use it. Seneca. Memento Mori is Latin for remember you must die. Sounds a bit grim, doesn't it? But here's the interesting bit. This isn't about being miserable, it's about freedom. Because when you stop pretending you'll live forever, you start living in the time you've got. We all fall into the same traps, putting things off, trying to please everyone, endlessly scrolling through bad news or chasing approval like it's air. We waste hours on autopilot, then wonder why life feels empty, treat every day like borrowed time, and build habits that make you ask, is this how I want to spend my precious time? Habit 2. Start your day with a death greeting. Begin each morning by telling yourself, today I shall be meeting with bothersome people, ungrateful people, rude people. But I can't be harmed by these because no one can stop me doing what I think is right. Marcus Aurelius. Stop worrying about the small stuff. If you're dreading a meeting or a tough conversation, remind yourself this moment will pass. My worth isn't tied to it. Try sitting comfortably and mentally go through your day. Imagine potential problems. Not to make yourself anxious, but to remind yourself that nothing outside of you can truly ruin your inner peace. When you encounter frustration, remember this morning's intention. Habit 3, audit your time weekly. Life's like a play, it doesn't matter how long it is, but how good it is. Seneca. Ever watched loads of telly for hours, then felt empty? Seneca's point. Quantity doesn't matter, quality does. Create a simple time audit template. Put your activities into groups like essentials, such as work and sleep, values-based activities like family and creative things, and time wasters like social media and mindless scrolling. Be honest with yourself about where your time goes. The goal isn't to get rid of all leisure, but to make sure your time reflects what's important to you. Habit 4, practice negative visualization. If you want to be good at something, practice. If you want to be great at something, practice imagining losing it. Epictetus. Fearing loss is smarter than pretending everything's permanent. Spend 5 minutes picturing losing your health, a relationship, or a job. Sounds grim, but it helps you appreciate what you have. By mentally preparing for the worst that could happen, we make it less upsetting if it does happen. Try setting aside time each week to think about what you might lose, your abilities, relationships, things you own, and then consider how you'd cope. Habit 5. Write a funeral speech for yourself. Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now, take what's left and live it properly. Marcus Aurelius. Close your eyes. Imagine your funeral. What would you want people to say about you? If you'd want them to talk about your kindness, creativity, or courage, ask, am I living that way today? If your answer's no, that's your to-do list. So, find a quiet space and write your ideal eulogy. What qualities would you want people to remember? What accomplishments would you hope they'd mention? Now compare this vision to what you're doing now. Where are the gaps? Use this to guide your daily choices, making sure they match your biggest hopes rather than quick desires or what other people think. Habit 6. Declutter your life ruthlessly. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Epictetus. Wanting less equals fearing death less. Look at your possessions, goals, and friends. If it doesn't add value, get rid of it. That toxic friend who drains your energy. Let them go. That hobby you think you should do but hate, quit. Death doesn't care about your clutter. Start by tidying up your actual space. Digitally, unsubscribe from emails you never read and delete apps that waste your time. Socially, consider limiting time with people who always leave you feeling drained. Remember, simplifying isn't about going without, but about making space for what truly matters. Habit 7. Embrace hasten slowly. It's not that we don't have much time, but that we lose loads of it. Seneca. It's not that we have little time, but that we lose much of it. Seneca. Focus on one task at a time. Savor meals. Listen deeply. When you're fully present, you're not killing time, you're living it. Try designating specific times for single-task focus. Turn off notifications, close unnecessary tabs, and completely focus on one activity at a time. During conversations, give your full attention rather than half listening while checking your phone. Habit 8. Replace I have to with I get to. Circumstances don't make the man, they only reveal him. Epictetus. Stuck in traffic? Instead of getting angry, think, I get to listen to this podcast while I wait. Hate your job? Reframe it. I get to earn money while learning new skills. Your daily struggles. They're chances to practice resilience. By focusing on our responses rather than what's happening around us, you will find freedom. Create a mental script for common frustrations. When facing an unpleasant task, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Even boring chores can become moments of mindfulness and gratitude. Habit 9. End each day with a Memento Mori journal. A man who fears death will never do anything worthy of a living man. Musonius Rufus. Before bed, write 3 things you're grateful for and 3 ways you live well today. For example, stood up for yourself, made something, helped someone. Thinking about death every day makes you braver. If you're too tired, that's the point. Being tired means you used your day. Acknowledge challenges without judging yourself. Every day brings new opportunities. Habit 10. Volunteer or mentor someone. We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than reality. Seneca. Volunteering changes your perspective from what am I missing to how can I help? It's the best cure for existential dread. Helping others makes your mortality feel meaningful. Research shows that helping others makes you genuinely happy. Find opportunities that match your skills and interests, whether tutoring students, helping at an animal shelter, or mentoring colleagues. Habit 11. Meditate on how short-lived everything is. Everything we see is a shadow cast by the sun. Marcus Aurelius. Mountains crumble, stars die, even the universe will end. Your problems, temporary. Next time you're stressed, imagine your issue shrinking into nothing. Spend 10 minutes each night imagining how vast the universe is. Imagine Earth as a tiny blue dot, your country as a tiny speck, and your daily worries as microscopic details. With practice, you'll develop a healthier relationship with life's inevitable changes. Habit 12. Say no to social media, or at least quieten the noise. It's not things that upset us, but our judgments about things. Epictetus. Comparing yourself to others destroys contentment. If scrolling makes you feel empty, delete the apps. Replace them with books, walks, or hobbies. Your time isn't a democracy. Don't let algorithms decide how you spend it. How we interpret events creates our feelings. Social media platforms exploit this by showing us only the good bits, which makes our view of reality distorted. Try setting specific times for social media rather than scrolling mindlessly. Gradually reduce your daily use and increase time spent on activities that are good for your soul. Notice how your energy and mood change as you take back control of your attention. If this resonated with you, smash that like button, subscribe, and share with someone.